Hey guys, welcome back to Step Into the Unknown. Going to be doing another collective reading for somebody out there. I got some messages here. I feel like you got someone that's coming in. They could be making an offer to family here. I feel like this family or someone here that's part of a family dynamic could be still healing from a situation, and I feel like this energy really doesn't know whether to go left or right. This energy could have brown eyes. They could be short. I feel like this energy would give you the shirt off their back. I'm also getting someone here that could have a Dutch cut. I feel like this energy has two choices between two masculines. One could be an air sign and the other one could be a fire sign. And I feel like this energy is trying to see someone's true colors. To see, they could be dating these two or whatever here. But someone here I feel like is trying to get to know two energies here to see, basically their true colors, if they're got the same common goals, or if they have patience with planning or trying to figure out solutions. So your oracle cards that we got is wild winds coming in. So somebody here could be wild and willy and full of fleas. It's my wild and willy and full of fleas card, but we're going to look up on this card and read up on it a little bit. Says, do you hear the whispers in the wind? Have you ever been alone in nature when suddenly you hear a word or a sound, but no one is there? Earth Mama speaks to us in many ways, but it takes time and practice to hear her with clarity. At first you may wonder if it's just your mind playing tricks on you. Do not allow doubt to block the wisdom of the earth. The Wild Winds card commonly appears when a spirit or the universe has sent you messages in the form of symbols or patterns, like reoccurring numbers and symbols and colors and shapes that you've missed. This card is a nudge to open your senses to the messages that you have been closed off to. So someone here may need to get out in nature and really pay attention, because Spirit is sending you signs and symbols, and somebody here is just like totally missing it. Whether it's feathers or coins or whatever you're finding, they're all connected to Spirit for, messages, sending you messages. Your spirit animal that you have is a horse coming in. And I just did one collective reading before this, and the horse came out again. So this could be a totem animal. You could own a horse. You could collect horses. You could be seeing horses on TV, or you could even be seeing horses in your dreams, So I'm going to read up a little bit on this spirit animal. It says a horse is all about momentum, freedom, expansion, energy, and force. It says a horse personality is fully awakened, fully alive, and cannot be defeated. The horse's freedom becomes available to us when we hone and collect our energy through daily practice, physical stamina, exercise, and mental focus, meditation. The secret weapons behind the horse's legacy. So it says when in balance, the horse energy achieves anything and never gives up. But when it's out of balance, we run away and we feel weak. To bring into balance, it says strength training. So someone here may need to get out and start exercising, get out in nature, try to become one with spirit, so that you can be more connected, not only to your own intuition, but things that your ancestors, your guides, your angels are sending to you, so you can get those messages. So we're going to get this deck shuffled up and see what's cracking here for this collective. It's coming in. The overall energy for the reading is a Queen of Swords. So you could be dealing with the air side, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius coming in. Yeah, this energy could live at a distance from you, another state, another country. And they could also be a twin flame to you, part of a family dynamic. So what is coming in, Spirit, for the collective? What do they need to see? I'm dealing with an energy that just told me to get my elbow off the table. So if that resonates with anybody out there, that you know somebody that's like that, then maybe this reading's for you, right? Yeah, this is all about love. We have 3 people coming in that are trying to offer that couple love, you know. They got 3 people here that are trying to express love to this energy. You know, I feel like someone here is wanting a new beginning. They're trying to have strength. And they could be coming in, you know, to come in to making a small offer here, but someone here is moving on. They're getting out of Dodge here, I feel like. So somebody here is, I feel like, could be expressing their love here to 3 people. They just moved on from something else here. And now they want to offer that couple love. Yeah, you could have a soulmate coming in, so you could be dealing with Gemini or a lover. Yeah, and you're also dealing with someone here that's very traditional. Someone here that, you could say old school. They like to do things by the book. Yeah, this energy is trying to come in and make an offer as well here. So, what is the challenge? Yeah, the challenge here is I feel like somebody here wants to come into union. And it could be with a Taurus, could be somebody here older, maybe financially stable. But someone here needs to put some sort of plan in motion, I feel like, because they could be dealing with a fire sign here that's going to walk away. Someone here doesn't possibly trust someone, you know. I feel like, so someone here wanting to come into union could be a young fire sign, Prince of Wands coming in, or an immature fire sign. And this King of Pentacles here needs to make some decisions here. You know, I feel like if they want to come into union with this energy, or vice versa, someone here needs to make some important decisions when it comes to this energy. I feel like someone here could be dealing with, it could be 2 fire signs here as well. And one of these fire signs here is going to walk away from things that don't serve them, or the 8 of Cups. So this king here that's coming in is going to make some sort of a choice, I feel like. You know, they got to make some sort of a sacrifice. Yeah. You got to make some sort of, they want positive movement forward here. Someone here could be at a crossroads here about getting into any kind of commitment with someone. They want positive movement forward. They need to make choices here when it comes to coming into union. With the 3 of Cups, the King of Pentacles, and the Sun. You know, this young fire sign could have water in their chart. And somebody here could be breadcrumbing 2 of them. Maybe not enough give and take. They could be trying to be sneaky with this energy that's going to just, you know, say, if you can't be real with me, and my intuition is telling me that you're not being real with me, then guess what? I'm out of here, you know. Because I feel like someone here feels like someone's being sneaky. Queen of Cups, 6 of Pentacles, and the 7 of Swords coming in. Yeah. And this energy could be a twin flame. They could feel like family. They could be part of a family dynamic. So, what is the root of this couple of? Yeah, the root of this is saying is coming in divine timing here. Someone here right now was contemplating. Do I want love in my life? You know, do I want somebody that's going to care about me? Someone that's going to have my back? You know, is this what I want right now? Or do I still want to kind of play the field? So someone here is contemplating this. And this is going to come in divine timing. And it could be with this fire sign here that's feeling wounded and guarded with this energy when it comes to love. Somebody here doesn't trust somebody. Their intuition could be telling them to turn around and run, right? So somebody here is feeling wounded and guarded, and it's because they're contemplating. I feel like someone here wants to work on a wish fulfillment because they want a victory, but they're not wanting a victory for everyone involved. I feel like they want a victory for their own gain. You know what I mean? Because I feel like someone here is feeling mentally trapped. They could be feeling very lonely. They could be stuck in their head about this. And they could be feeling burdened with this energy that keeps contemplating when it comes to love. With a contemplation card and the Queen of Wands coming in. This energy doesn't like this energy contemplating when it comes to love. You know, this energy has been independently owned and operated for so long. You know what I mean? That I feel like even just the thought of being in a relationship with someone here is enough to, put someone in their emotions here with the Nine of Pentacles. This energy is independently owned and operated, and they could be very stern and stubborn, about how they like things to be. And it could be putting someone in their emotions here with the Princess of Cups coming in. Because they can see that this energy is, they're going to do what they need to do for them. They're not going to do, what the other energy wants them to do here that could live at a distance from them. And they could feel like this energy's, very secretive with them as well. So what's crowning this reading? I feel back that this was somebody that someone dealt with in their past. And it's funny because that card just came out, but if somebody here, this is someone that someone dealt with in their past. They may have been very naive with them, at that point in time. Whoever was like that is no longer like that now. They've grown, they're stronger, and they listen to their intuition here. So, crowning the reading, we have the Five of Swords and the Six of Cups. So someone here could be fighting possibly with three people that are from their past. With the Five of Swords and the Six of Cups here. Someone here that used to take, whatever was dealt to them, I feel like doesn't do that anymore. You know what I mean? Someone here has learned their lessons well here, I feel like. So you could be dealing with a young earth sign here that's fighting to move on here, possibly from three people from their past, with the Six of Swords and the Three of Pentacles coming in. This energy could be feeling confused, or they could have options, and they could be in their emotions about these energies from their past. I feel like someone here possibly could have tried to come in and make an offer here to these three people, and I feel like they're not making a whole lot of headway at this point. They took action towards one of these energies from their past. I feel like this energy is very traditional. They like things their way. They like things done by the book. They like to be able to take their time to get to know someone. And I feel like they made an offer to this energy as well here. But like I said, this isn't the first rodeo here. Excuse me. This isn't this first rodeo here with this energy from the past. So what was in the past with this energy anyway? Or the collective dealing with this energy? It's similar to the reading I just did a little while ago, so you might want to check that one out as well. So, past energy. Here we go. Yeah, coming right out. And it's weird because it came out in the past energy for the last one too. I just see it pop out. Second here. Yeah, right there. Yeah, Seven of Swords. Someone here was being sneaky here in the past. Lying, cheating, whatever here. In the past, they weren't being fair, that's for sure. And it's funny because the last collective reading I just did, that come out then too. Yeah. I feel like in the past here, a fire sign could have had communication with someone here that had a lot of options, and they could have came into union here. Someone made an offer here also to a Libra as well here, created a betrayal. So I feel like someone here in the past was being sneaky here, and they had to speak their truth here about a sacrifice that they had to make here, because they had more than one option in the past. They were being sneaky, you know. Yeah. Yeah, they were breadcrumbing too in the past. So what is in the near future? What is the near future? I'm getting once bitten, twice as shy. So I feel like somebody here might be trying to come back in that did this in the past to someone. And I feel like this time this energy is a whole lot different than they was back then. You know. Yeah, this energy is something. This energy from a distance here could be dealing with an empress. Could be your mother, the mother of your children, or someone that's nurturing like a mother. Is coming in the near future here, like a herd of turtles. Yeah, and I feel like you're dealing with this energy from your past here that pulled the wool over someone's eyes here is coming back in quickly here in the near future. Yeah, you got a King of Pentacles here. You got someone that could be older, they could be financially stable, could be a Taurus you're dealing with, don't have to be. And we've also got a fire sign here with an Empress. So someone here could have two suitors coming in the near future. King of Pentacles and the Empress coming in. Or this suitor could have two energies to choose from. Or something's coming in the near future. Yeah, someone wants positive movement forward. They want to take some sort of swift action here towards a commitment here to someone here that's possibly moved on or is trying to move on here. Someone that's independently owned and operated. That makes their own rules. You know, they no longer follow the herd. Someone here follows their own herd. They follow what their intuition tells them, but maybe they didn't back then. You know, so how does this energy see the situation? Yeah, they see this situation as this energy has got immensely a lot of strength. They could be very stubborn as well. And especially when it has anything to do with, you know, having positive movement forward. Someone here is going to move when they want to move, right? Yeah. And I feel like this energy here is still feeling sore over something that happened in the past, and they could be over it by now. But someone here is not willing to go back through this again. We have the Princess of Cups, Three of Swords, in power here, which is this is someone's power here. This is what's going to give somebody, you know, the power they need to get out of Dodge here, because someone here knows what someone pulled on them. This is where their power comes in. They don't have to entertain somebody here that's going to play, you know, games with them, head games with them. That's where their power is to get out of Dodge from dealing with this energy, because there was some sort of temptation with this energy, whether they thought they were really attractive or they were financially stable or whatever, however they felt about this person. You know, they could have even felt that this energy could be codependent, you know, so they would just, you know, give right into them, or they may be feeling this way in the near future. But they haven't been around this energy to see all the changes that this energy has had to go through. You know, so there's some sort of temptation here. Someone here is trying to get balance in their life. Yeah, somebody had some sort of experience, some sort of betrayal with this energy here, obviously. Yeah. And I feel like someone wants to come in and speak their truth, you know, possibly to this fire sign, or whoever this energy is that's trying to have strength, you know. It's coming through and saying, I've got made all these changes. You know, I've gone back to, you know, school to better my life. I've done this, I've done that. And because of somebody, what they did in the past here, I feel like somebody here's not going to go back through this again with this energy. Yeah, they're trying to take action towards someone here, but it's going to create conflict. So, how does friends and family see the situation? Yeah, they're seeing that someone here is trying to speak their truth here when it comes to marriage, home, stability, or maybe that someone does need to speak their truth about what they expect, what they're looking for, what commitment means to this energy. So I feel like someone here is trying to prove their self-worth to someone here because they didn't in the past. They really was very sneaky and caused a lot of pain. So this is what friends and family are seeing, that someone needs to speak their truth because they caused some sort of betrayal. Things weren't equally balanced here. Someone had 3 people in the mix, and they created a betrayal. So I feel like friends and family are saying, if you really want to be with this person or this energy, you need to really come clean, because I feel like this energy is not going to give you the time of day. After what you pulled in the past. Yeah, there's contemplation here. Should I or shouldn't I? And it could be with this young fire sign, Princess of Wands, coming in. They do want to have a new beginning. I don't know if it's going to be with this energy. Maybe with somebody here that lives at a distance. Maybe they're just waiting for their ships to come in. They're waiting for their king to come in on that, that white horse. But we get a Princess of Wands here that's waiting for the King of Wands to come in. So what is in the hopes and fears with this? Hopes and fears. Somebody here could be suppressing their feelings here because they're keeping themselves mentally trapped. This energy is going to hold back. I feel like they're going to hold back from having any kind of a new beginning with this energy. There's too many challenges here. Someone here, they could be feeling stuck, or they may need to make some sort of, choices or changes here. And they're keeping themselves mentally trapped with this. So somebody here feel like it's not going to let something come to fruition because of this. Someone here is keeping themselves mentally trapped about a situation, about someone here that had to make some sort of a sacrifice. It created more challenges is what it did. So what is the outcome of this message? Well, that was quick. They're saying that this older man here, King of Pentacles, coming in, financially stable here, is in their emotions here, because they know they missed the best opportunity here with this energy, and it's because of all the crap that they did. You know what I mean? Now I feel like someone here is not going to give this energy the time of day because they screwed them in the past. You know what I mean? And so I feel like someone here is in their emotions because I feel like someone here feels like, this could have been, a whole lot different. Things are different now. I've changed. I've gone through all these changes. I'm not the person I was back then, but I feel because of the way someone went about a situation here, it caused a lot of pain. And so now this energy is going to have a missed opportunity with this Princess of Cups and the Four of Cups coming in. There's going to be a missed opportunity here with this energy because they're not going to give them the time of day. This king is in their emotions here because they really want this, fire sign that could have water in their chart. They really want this energy to give them a chance, a second chance, to show that they're different now. They're not like they was back then, but someone here is just, they're not having it, So, let's get this other deck together and see if we can't get some more out of this reading. This is very similar to the first collective reading. I even feel like it's almost like an extension, really, of that first collective reading I just did. Clarify this Ace of Cups. Yeah, we got someone single as a Pringle here, looking at progress here when it comes to love. Yeah, you got a fire sign here that's single, Leo, also known as the S card here. They're looking at progress here with an Empress, to see when it comes to love here. Because somebody here in the past had a lot of secrets and they were breadcrumbing too here. Somebody here came in the past, it was for their own gain. It wasn't, they didn't care about who they stepped on or who they hurt, right? So we get someone here that singles a Pringle. They're looking at progress with this Empress coming in, Taurus Libra here, when it comes to love. Like, you really? Tell me what you think I want to hear. I feel like this is what someone's saying. I'm not the same person I was back then. Yeah. Because I feel like someone here made a small offer here, or they're going to make a small offer here to come into union with this energy, And they're looking at progress with this. Because I feel like someone here is going to speak their truth here. And it could be a twin flame here that's feeling burdened about this situation. They're trying to have strength, I feel like. So, clarify this Prince of Wands, the Two of Wands, and the Eight of Cups is a challenge. Prince of Wands, Two of Wands, and the Eight of Cups. Somebody here is holding back on communication even. About commitment with this energy here. And I feel like they're not even going to make a decision about this. Someone here is not going to bat an eye. They're just going to walk away. They're holding back here. This is going to be the challenge. We have a young fire sign here that's going to hold back with the Four of Pentacles. They're trying to protect their heart because somebody here hurt them badly in the past. So they're trying to protect themselves here, holding back from having any kind of communication with this energy. And then, this is a decision that this energy is making. If I want to protect myself, because whoever's pursuing this energy, I feel like it's pursuing them aggressively, and they're not even listening to really what this energy is saying. This energy sees this, you know what I mean? They may be saying, you should have took your chance when you had it, you know what I mean, or whatever, or I'm not, I don't have any interest in you, or I don't care, whatever. They're bypassing that, just like they're not hearing it, you know what I mean? So somebody here has had to make some sort of decision here when it even comes to communication, with this energy. This is going to be the challenge. I feel like someone here, doesn't want any kind of commitment with this energy because they're afraid that somebody's going to do this again. They're going to do this again. And I feel like someone here is going to make this decision just to walk away. I'm going to walk away from this because if I don't, I'm going to get nailed again. Somebody here is really observing how somebody speaks to them. If you've changed so much, then why are you flying over my words? Why are you acting like you didn't see what I just said? I feel like somebody's texting someone. They're seeing how this energy responds to them. Maybe this is how this energy responded in the past as well. Someone here is not going to give this a flying prick. You know what I mean? They're just not. Someone that's coming in to make an offer here. This energy is wanting positive movement forward here, but I feel like this other energy is at a crossroads about this. About having any kind of commitment with this energy. And I feel like they're in their emotions here. They're just going to make the decision to walk away with this King of Cups coming in. This young fire sign here. Like I feel like they're saying thanks, but no thanks. I've been there and done that, and I got hurt real bad, And if you wanted to have any kind of relationship with me, if you cared at all, then you would have done it right the first time, right? Because someone here was being sneaky with the Seven of Swords coming back out again. Someone here just being a player, I feel like. They're trying to make somebody here feel like things have changed, and I feel like this energy's intuition here is telling them, no, they haven't. Wheel of Fortune and the Nine of Wands. How does this energy see this collective? How do they see the collective energy here? With the Wheel of Fortune and the Nine of Wands is the root of this. How do they see? They see that this is a tower waiting to happen. Bada boom, bada bang. This is going to come in divine timing because somebody here is feeling wounded and guarded. And I feel like it's somebody here that's very in tune with what's going on. They're very in tune with their intuition. Their intuition is screaming at them. I feel like this is why we get wild winds coming in. This energy is intuition. This single here is screaming at them. No, no, no. Yeah, Queen of Wands, Hangman coming in. This could also be feeling stuck here, but if you look around this Hangman's head, it's lit up down there. Someone here has got messages coming into them from Spirit, loud and clear. And it says fire sign coming in. There's going to be a tower here with this energy. And the root of it here is somebody here, what they're saying and what their actions are two different things. They're coming in with just a very small offer for this Page of Pentacles here. They want to come into union. Won't you give me a chance? I'm not the same person I was. They want to come into union here with this Queen of Cups coming in, which is, I feel like this fire sign has water in their chart. And this energy is like a deer in headlights. They're froze. They're stuck in their head, in their emotions here about what went down in the past. I feel like someone's going to fight this for all they're worth. Someone here is not going to let somebody play the same game as they did before. Five of Swords, Six of Cups, crown in the reading. Oh my gosh. Yeah, all over the floor. Hold on a minute, guys. Well, I guess I'll just take the one that fell out and put these other ones back in because they just all disboggled here. So, can't take all of those. So, yeah, we got a King of Pentacles coming in. So this energy's fighting with someone from their past. This energy that's financially stable. They could be older here. They're going to come in swinging. And they're fighting with someone from the past here. And it's because someone here is not, they've tempered their emotions with this energy. They're not fighting. They don't want to fight with this energy. But they're fighting because they know this energy from the past isn't going to give them the time of day. We got Capricorn coming in here. And they want to take that leap of faith here coming in. If someone here is just tempering their emotions with this energy here. You got the Devil and the Fool coming in. They want to take that leap of faith here. Could be dealing with a fire sign that has Sag in their chart, or this energy is just tempering their emotions because they feel like somebody here is really fine-tuned to their intuition now. They're just, they know how this energy works, Oh, I've changed, I've done this and that, and they don't trust this energy at all. There's going to be a missed opportunity with the Four Cups. Someone doesn't trust this energy. Clarify the Eight of Wands for the near future. Eight of Wands. Someone here that was trying to have strength, that was feeling burdened here, could be a soulmate, and someone from the past here as well is going to be feeling lonely and left out cold here with the Five of Pentacles. Could be this fire sign here that's trying to have strength here, because they got something coming in quickly here. But it could be because the only reason why this energy could be coming in is because they are lonely. You know what I mean? They're looking. Someone here, I feel like, is looking out for their own needs. They're in their head. Nightmares, panic attacks, the whole 9 yards here. And it's because someone's feeling lonely. Knight of Pentacles coming in. Coming into that Queen of Wands, trying to make an offer to this energy. And it's because they're feeling lonely. This energy here, this fire sign, has learned how to conquer their emotions. With most energies, I feel like. This energy has tempered their emotions here. I'm not getting wound up. I'm not getting whatever. I'm just done. You know what I mean? High Priestess coming in. Someone here is very intuitive. Yeah, this energy has wish fulfillment, but I don't feel like it's with this energy. They're going to walk away. They're walking away from things that don't serve them. Yeah, they're going to go for that Ten of Cups, but it's not going to be with this energy. Strength. Strength. Because I feel like someone here is seeing that they're very observant. They're not talking much. They're just very observant when this energy is communicating. And they can see that nothing's changed. This energy is looking out for themselves. They could be very conceited. Well, I have all this and I have all that. What do you have? You know, somebody here is very conceited. And this energy is just poised. They're just, you know, they're very relaxed and very able to temper their emotions. And I feel like someone here could be trying to poke somebody too to see if they can get them riled up. Not working. Someone here has changed a lot. They're not the same as they was in the past. Yeah, I feel like this energy has this energy pegged. There's no give and take here, or someone here is breadcrumbing too. And this is why they're trying to have strength here, because there's going to be a missed opportunity. This energy is not going to give this energy the time of day. Because they know the only reason why they're coming in like a herd of turtles is because they're feeling lonely. And that's the only reason, you know. Four of Wands. Yeah. Friends and family is seeing that this Emperor here, you know, is trying to come into union for some sort of commitment here. You know. They want some sort of commitment. But there's been too many secrets here with the moon. Too many cycles that's ended here with this energy. So somebody here, I feel like knows someone here just being a player. Clarify the King of Pentacles and the Sun for the outcome. Yeah. Yeah, it's energies from the past. Blast from the past. And I feel like they're trying to work with this fire sign, trying to get this fire sign to work with them here. But someone's being sneaky with the Seven of Swords here. They're doing it again. They're coming back in again to see if someone here has learned their lesson. You know what I mean? And it's because someone here is feeling wounded and guarded here. They know that this energy, what they're up to here. Yeah, they're at a crossroads about this. Yeah, they know someone's juggling. They're juggling and they don't work for the circus. Somebody here's got somebody pegged. And this is why there's going to be a missed opportunity. It's because someone doesn't trust them and they're right. Their intuition is on point here. So, that's what I have for you guys. If it resonates, give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. I appreciate it. And we'll talk to you later.